Welcome to the first stop of the Døds Diving League World Tour. Behind me is the incredible city of Arendal, here on the southern coast of Norway, where we've set up a 12-meter tower here in the middle of the city where athletes from all over the world are here to throw down. The city is surrounded by water, incredible, beautiful cliffs. There's so many opportunities for death divers and Dødsers alike to go crazy.
Being in Norway right now is an absolute dream. I love the scenery, the food, the people, just coming out here with a bunch of amazing people from all over the world to do something so amazing and just get some airtime is a dream come true.
Arendal 2025!
I love Norway. I mean, I've been here so many times at this point, it feels like a second home, but it makes sense why Dødsing originated here. It's like everywhere you look is just cliffs and more cliffs.
It's my hometown, and everybody in the crowd is friends and family that are gonna cheer way more at me than the others.
It's gonna be incredible. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Let's get into the action. Today is the day, and what a beautiful day it is here in Arendal, Norway. My name's Wes Preston. You're gonna be hanging out with me today, along with thousands of locals that are here to see athletes from around the world jump from this 12-meter tower. It's gonna be incredible. The hype is gonna be unreal. I still can't believe we're actually doing this and you're watching live. Let's see what else the other athletes have to say and do. It's gonna be incredible. Stay tuned.
I got chills watching that 12 meters tower. Tell me a little bit about Simon.
Yeah, so Simon Fisk here, up on the tower, getting ready, trying to stoke everybody up. He's one of the, I think he is the oldest competitor actually, and he has so much energy. He's known for his insanely big sofas, so he's done sofas from roughly 23 meters, and he's one of the people that, I don't know, I've looked up to in the sport, and I think a lot of other people do as well. So let's see what he's gonna do. Put on a great performance, I'm assuming.
Like, what a vibe he's bringing. He's such a character. He's in it.
Such a character.
He's in it to win it. Look at the drama. Alex. I love this sport. This is so fun. Let's go.
Rock music.
There we go. Oh, the flowers.
Look at the style. So smooth. It's really cool how they coordinate in the air and they can jump off in all different directions just to make sure they don't land on anybody. It's so cool.
That looks so fun. I wish I could do that. They're fully playing chicken with the water. Have you done a flower before?
Yeah, I have. It is a little bit, it takes a little bit of coordinating, and it is a little stressful because you don't want to land on your friends, but man.
Oh, here the teams, new to 2020. 8 different teams, athletes holding their brand names.
Dødsing, also known as death diving, suis, staples, cat dives, whatever you want to call it, is one of the fastest growing extreme sports in the world right now. You may have seen it on the internet. It looks like we're all about to die. We fall towards the water in a belly flop position, and at the last second, the goal is to tuck into a pike, or as we like to call it, a shrimp.
Dødsing is split in 2 categories, classic and freestyle, and I'm gonna show you what is a real freestyle. Right there.
From a judging perspective, the first thing they want to see is a very powerful takeoff, which Combe does very well here. You can see that he's intentionally powering out and up from the tower, holding that grab all the way down with a firm and controlled open before a very powerful close, and a very big splash, which is always a bonus with the judges.
All right, we got the judges. They bring a lot of experience to the game, and they are definitely going to drive the storyline of today. You know these guys?
Yeah, I believe I've met a few of these guys in the past. They're some legends of the sport, and they have, I don't know, I feel like some of these guys have been in the sport for over 10 years. They know what to look for. They know a lot of these athletes personally, so I think they're going to be a little extra critical.
All right, in the judging, landing or Steve, which is a personal favorite, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Steve's technicality in run and landing is just so important in this sport. Showmanship. And, you know, your technique, you want to look really good in there when you want the crowd to be excited. Let's see what
All right, I'm here with Johnny Nyberg, aka Johnny Goes Hard. We're going to tell you a little bit about the format. Now, first up, all the athletes are going to go with a freestyle. What is a freestyle dodge?
A freestyle dodge is going to be any dodge dive that has spins or flips in it.
Right, and then those athletes that move on, there's going to be 20 that move on. Then they go to a classic. Now, what's a classic dodge?
A classic dodge is going to be no spins, no flips, all stees. Play chicken with the water all the way down.
Awesome. From there, we narrow it down to 10 final athletes. Then it's back to freestyle, which we already know. Spins, flips, but still keeping that iconic steezy style. You excited for today?
I can't wait. I'm excited to see what everyone else has got, and we'll find out how I do in a little bit.
Amazing. That's the format. Other than that, you've already seen a flower, and there's still so many amazing things to come. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Oh, what else can we talk about?
Well, I would like to say the nerves are pretty high right now. The athletes backstage, we were checking our hands. A bunch of people were shaking, but I think this is the perfect place to get the first competition going. Of course, in Norway, the home of Dødsing. But I'm excited to see what everybody's got. I have to say though, I'm a little bit nervous myself right now.
Hey, I think everyone here is a little bit nervous. But speaking of being nervous, I know that you have a new little teammate today because your teammate Pacome isn't here. He's still your teammate throughout the season, but who's your new teammate for Team Pepsi Lemon?
Huge shout out to Jorgen Bolgi for taking over for Pacome in this competition. Pacome unfortunately couldn't make it to this one. Pacome, if you're watching, I love you, bro. But Jorgen is an absolute legend, one of the best in the sport, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
What team do you think we should go talk to next?
Man, I think you guys should go check out Team Sonova next.
Ooh, Team Sonova. Let's go check it out. Team Sonova, Team Sonova. Yeah, come on in. Hey, Team Sonova, let's get over by the beanbags. There you go. All right, this is one of my personal favorite teams. Team Sonova. Now, break it down. This is the original team. So,
Sydney and Asbjørg.
Nice. And Sydney, you're an American like me. One of 3 Americans that are here competing. Now, Asbjørg, you're not competing today. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm struggling with some injuries, so unfortunately not competing today.
So, just for this event, we have a substitute, and you are, I don't need to introduce you, but you are.
Herman.
Yes, are you excited to be Sydney's teammate today?
So excited.
And are you going to be wearing Asbjørg's swimsuit?
No. That I would love to, but yeah.
You got to keep the classic orange shorts. I think that's better for everybody. But hey, it's super exciting to see all of you. Fist bumps. Is there anything else you want to say? Anything you're super stoked on?
I'm just excited to put on a show. First comp of the season. I'm the only girl in the comp today, and yeah, it's gonna be so fun.
That's true. Y'all are gonna do amazing. I'm so excited to see it. We hope that you recover extremely fast, Asbjørg. We love you all. Awesome. What team should we go interview next? Who you got your eyes on? Team
Firi?
Team Firi? Let's do it. Come on. Where's Team Firi? Here we go. These boys, the golden boys. Come here. Yo, boys. We got Team Firi. We got Robin.
Yeah.
And Jakob.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. You guys stoked for today?
Always.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, kind of nervous, but I think it'll be all right.
It's okay. I think those nerves will come out in the first jump, right? It's always that first jump that gets the nerves out.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice. I mean, I saw you do what, quad side the other day, like it was nothing. So, hey, well, best of luck to you guys. We're gonna keep it moving. These are some amazing teams. We'll see you soon. It's okay. It's okay. Was that good?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay. My lips are. Mwah. All right, I did my best.
And that you recognize in there?
Yeah, I mean,
Here's page number 2.
some crazy legends. I mean, Truls and Emil are some of the most iconic names in the sport here. We have Sydney coming from the U.S. Tora Vaga, he's well known in the sport as well. We have Johnny Nyberg from the U.S., Seaman Fisk, and here we have Colm, who has the world record for the highest duds. Jakob Liabo, who was second last year. There's a lot of people on this list that I'm very excited to see jump. And additionally,
here's our top 10 8 team.
Yeah, we started with a team diving league this year to complement and just see how this thing works out. Let's go check in with Wes again.
All right, Wes, what do you got to say? Where are you at? Who are you interviewing?
Okay. What am I saying? Oh,
Can't hear
intro
us.
the first jump.
Wes,
Okay. How long?
talk to us.
Amazing.
Talk to us.
Awesome. Hey, the first round is just about to start. It's going to be a freestyle jump. These athletes are stoked. The crowd is stoked. We got thousands of people here. Stay tuned. It's going to be amazing. I can't believe they're sending it off of this 12-meter tower. You know how tall 12 meters is? That's pretty high. That's pretty high. It's going to be awesome. I can't believe I'm here. This is so sick. Here we go. They're coming in soon. They're coming in soon. Are you ready? You stoked?
Yeah, bro. Finally, the season is finally starting. Yeah. We've been waiting for it, bro. Training a lot. Yeah.
Awesome. We got some icons in the sport here. We got Truls.
That's me. That's me.
We got Colm.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, you guys are legends. Y'all some of the guys that got me into the sport in the first place. I'm excited to see you jump. But I think first up, who do we have jumping first? Do you know? I think it's an independent dude, right? An up-and-coming guy.
It's a young gun. A young gun. Yeah.
You're not scared of any of the young guns, are you?
We are scared about everyone. We need to. We can't be too cocky, you know.
I think that's a good answer. I think everyone's a threat here. Okay. Hey, I'm excited to see you guys jump later. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right. How close are we to that first jump? Just sweet. Hey, well, I got you guys here. You're not nervous of any other teams, are you?
Just be careful.
All right, here we go. First run is underway. The local boy, Felix Sandnes, from Norway, 16 years old. His dad actually built power. So I imagine he's got a big crowd here and he is extra pumped.
Such a good entry, honestly. The idea here is to land hands and feet at the same time, and what he did was a front flip to a front flip half, and right before he lands on his feet, he goes into Døds and hits hands and feet. Looks like he had pretty good power on that. I'm not too sure how the judges are going to take this, but the landing, I think, was really good. Big splash. He was up early. I'm super curious to see what the judges have to say.
Is he getting help out of the water? Is that a common thing, or maybe he knocked the wind out of himself a little bit?
I think he probably knocked the wind out of himself. It was a pretty late close, but he seems to be all right. I wouldn't say that's a common thing,
It happens. I can figure it out.
it seems like he's doing okay.
And right there you can see our judge categories. Overall, Steve's technique in run and landing. Oh, there's our first score for the leaderboard.
5.48. I think there was an aspect of his in run was a little slow, and it was a relatively simple trick, so that's probably why we're not seeing it scored so high. But I don't know. First jumper of the day. It's hard to really set the tone as the first jumper, and yeah, it's just
they have to create some space, right? We've got 36 athletes, so if they just start too high, they lose the space they need. Because really, it's about placement. It's less about the number.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little difficult, I think, as the judges, they don't really know what's going to get thrown down today, so they want to leave room to, give a high score if it's deserving of it.
Right.
All right, next up we have Nils Kristoffersson. He's 16 years old, coming from Norway as well. We have so many Norwegians on the list today. I mean, it makes sense. We are in Arendal, southern Norway. But let's see what he has to do.
He lost his hat mid-air.
Lost his hat mid-air.
Part of the show.
I think the hat just adds to the style aspect of all this stuff,
he got it.
Oh, he got it back. That's good.
Let's
so
check
what
out
he
this
did
replay.
was 2 full spins. He did a 720 to Døds. How he laid out the second spin was just really cool, really floaty, It looks like he's enjoying himself in the air, and that's kind of what the judges are looking for today, is just seeing control, comfort in the air. I'm curious exactly what the judges are going to rate that. His in-run was a little slow. Oh, same score, actually. 5.48.
Wow, that's wild. And if you actually look at each judge, scored something totally different than the last round. So that's so uncommon to see it line up like that.
Yeah, it's wild. But I think, again, the judges are really looking for power off of the takeoff. The faster you're running when you exit the platform, the more it shows how good you are, how comfortable you are in the air.
All right, here's Adrian Firi. Oh, hey! He lives right next to a tower, so he gets a lot of time, but he also might have some first round nerves, I don't believe we've seen him in competition yet.
He was he was a little bit over on that one. He over-rotated, so I don't think the judges are really gonna take too kindly to that one, but he looks all right. He looks a little frustrated, it seems like, but it's the first comp of the season, first time these guys are jumping maybe this year, so you got to give them a little bit of slack. 4.24. All right, judges are setting the tone with low scores. I think they're really looking for something special today.
There's our BWH team. All right, we're gonna head back to the top. From Norway, 16 years young. Have you seen him before?
No, I've never seen him before. There's a lot of 16-year-olds here today. It's pretty cool. That was pretty sick. Pretty creative. Gives a thumbs up that he's all good. So he basically did a J-step backflip 180 into Døds. Entry was pretty good, but the judges really want to see that you're punching the water when you're hitting. You're not just going into the Døds formation, you're actually punching the water and attacking it. And that honestly keeps it from hurting. It keeps it so you have a bigger splash, you have just more energy hitting the water, and it's safer to do it that way, actually. 4.16, all right.
Oh my gosh, is this really happening right now? Do we have a word on what injury he's working through?
Yeah, so he has apparently a broken hand. The doctor said competing is a no-go. However, Better is still here. You gotta love it. I'm assuming he's gonna do a no-hander, so he's not even gonna land with his hands. But let's see what he does. He did land with his hand. No way.
Oh my goodness.
How is he?
I don't know how I feel about this situation. As a prior athletic competitor myself, I definitely competed with injuries.
I saw that you're
seems
sitting on the
aggressive to punch the water with a broken hand.
Do you feel like you're going to be here at
I
the end of the
know.
day?
Yeah, it does seem a little aggressive.
What does a 12-meter feel like? I mean, I jumped off just a 10-meter the other day and my feet hurt, so I just can't imagine that felt good.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like his hand's hurting him a little bit, but you know, there's only five competitions this year, or 4 competitions in order to get into the World Championships, and you really can't afford to miss any event. So I understand his drive to really make it, and he's 16 too, so he will heal up quickly, I'm hoping.
As we head back to the top, Marcus Breen is working the crowd. 22 years young, from Norway. You know him? Is he fresh on the scene?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, he's probably been on the scene, jumping for a little bit, following all of the Dødsing. All right,
The airtime was radical.
It was a 6 spin, you know, but the whole objective here is to land in a Døds, not on your feet. Yeah. So the judges are probably going to be taken away quite a bit for that.
Hey man, how are you doing?
I'm doing very good. I've never done that trick before and never that height either, so I'm just super happy.
Amazing. You were telling me earlier that this is your first official competition, right?
And it's much bigger than I expected.
Here, in front of thousands of people, I think you did great. Good job, man. That's part of it. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes you hit hard. Here, guys are still giving handshakes, giving high fives, all supporting each other. That's the thing. Everyone wants to win, but not everyone wants everyone else to smack, you know? So it's all part of the sport. That's why we love it. What's up, boys?
What's up?
Hey, so you got some style. Isn't that a big core part of Dødsing, right?
Yeah, it is. It's like the fundamental.
Oh yeah, that's what one thing that I really love about the sport is that steez. So could you describe what steez is? It's so integral to the sport.
It's per definition, it's like nothing. It's just what you think is cool yourself.
Exactly, your own personal style. So we'll talk more about the intricacies of Døds coming soon. Oh, bro, this is stressful. Thank you.
Oh, no, Marcus Breen. Maybe we had a little situation.
Okay. I thought this was wrap it up. This is keep going.
This is Marcus Breen. He's pumping up the crowd. Looks like he's feeling pretty confident. Is this like what it takes to jump off a 12-meter and row yourself? You got to get pumped.
Yeah, I think a lot of these athletes are just, they like the stoke. This is a sport about showmanship. Like, you're supposed to show off for the crowd. Like, the crowd's supposed to be watching and excited to see you jump. And look at him, he's getting everybody hyped up. There we go, the scream and everything. It's so cool. It really is just such a spectator sport.
I literally have like full body chills. Like, he's working.
He did basically just a 360, but if you see the power on the takeoff, you know, he's going far out into the water. He's jumping. It doesn't look super controlled in the air, but his entry was pretty good. You know, he's landing a little head heavy. He's, you know, making a big splash. He's up early, so that's a big thing that the judges look for, is for the Dødser to actually come up before the splash is done splashing. And he's probably pretty stoked, and I think a lot of the people watching today are pretty excited seeing all that. Did a good job, I'm curious. Oh, 5.14, all right. So I think the main reason that the judges took off on that was because of his he wasn't super smooth in the air. It looked like he got stuck in his 360.
I was wondering if that was on purpose.
Yeah.
Bjorn Husset, 41 years old, from Norway. obviously it's a Norwegian sport, it's a Norwegian event. It's our first stop, so we're going to see a lot of Norwegians.
Now that was cool. I think that was our best Døds of the day. If you see how he's in the air, he's controlled. You know, he's smooth. He does that kick. He opens up. Well, his landing was a little off. Now that I see the replay, big splash though, and he was head heavy. Seaman Fisk is stoked. I know that's one of Seaman's friends, same age group.
That was my favorite trick in the air this whole day. Let's see what the judges. Oh, there it is.
5.72. Alright, so he's tied for first place right now. Oh, here we have actually Seaman Fisk's son. He's doing the same thing that Seaman does, getting everybody stoked up. He looks excited. I can't imagine what it's like to be competing with your dad, you know, and I'm sure that that Seaman's so excited to see his son out here throwing down. That was sick. That was smooth. Look at how he sets this. He throws it and just stops, you know? Super fluid. It's a little hard to see from this angle how his landing.
It's that chicken with the water, right?
Yeah, and it's all about looking good in the air.
There's Dad.
There's Dad.
High five.
6.2, all right, cool. So he sits in first place now. It's just so
rewarding.
Yeah, it's so cool to see. So cool to see father and son out here. All right, next we have David Firi from Spain, and yeah, there's 7 countries here right now. Isn't that true? 7 different countries competing here in Arendal.
This is our first non-Norwegian competitor. Oh my gosh, that was great.
Yeah, that was stylish. That was huge. I mean, if you see how much further out he's getting from the platform than the other competitors, it's really impressive. Like, look how far he jumps here. Just so much power, flow, and you can see the control in the air. And he's up before the splash is even over, which is so cool. That adds some style points for sure.
He had a tiny angle when he landed.
All right, let's see where we're sitting right now with everybody. So I believe a result list should show up, and we can see so far how our competitors are doing.
So the first 10 out of 36 The first 10 athletes have now dropped. If you're just tuning in, there's 36 athletes today. Here's our first round of scores. Spain at the top with a 6.52, and not far behind, Simon's child, Alias, 6.26. Our top, maybe 6 are pretty tight in the scores, huh?
Yeah, pretty tight. I don't think the judges have really seen what they want to see yet. So, we still have 30 competitors left, I think. So hopefully they end up liking what some of these guys throw down today.
All right, so it looks like we're going to be moving into our 11th athlete, Serene. Oh, this is a hard one.
Serene Althaus.
I think the only one competing from Switzerland as well. Are you familiar with him?
I believe he's the only Swiss competitor today. Man, he has some energy. Lots of energy. Let's see what he does.
Oh, look at that power. Oh my gosh.
That was cool. That was super cool. Do you see how he kicks in the air and it kind of stops him, and then he spins out of it, so he does a full 720. And just that stall, you know, he's like, he can even see the crowd when he's in the middle of that. He's psyched. I mean, look at that. Like, he knows he just put down a sick trick.
So far.
Yeah.
That was radical. I think that was one of the coolest jumps I've seen. 6.72, taking us to the top of the leaderboard. Switzerland making their moves. So we got Switzerland, Spain, and a rack of Norwegian. How is Team Norway going to respond? Elias Paldam on Team Frognerbadet. 29 years young, representing one of the top 8 teams on this tour. Take after us.
Look at that. So he's actually a big air freestyle skier, and you can see it just in the trick he did. Like, he's grabbing like he has skis on, tweaks it out, and then he lands in duds. A little feet heavy, so I'm curious what the judges are gonna think on that. But I think the style and the technique, we're pretty dialed on that one. You know, if he's a big air competitor, he knows how to float in the air. So 5.84. He's sitting towards the top of the leaderboard, but you know, we'll see what ends up happening here with the rest of the competitors.
Oh my gosh. And his teammate from Frognerbadet, Scott Wood, 22 years young, and he is getting pumped. What is it? Does he have a broken collarbone, a torn shoulder? I'm trying to see what his kinesia tape's doing. Doesn't look good.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness, this hurts to watch.
Whoa!
No hand land. At least he went for the no hand land.
That's our first no-hander. So, you know, it really does help for the team scoring if both competitors compete here. So, you know, I'm sure he's trying to pick up some slack. He knows he's a little injured, but he doesn't want his team to lose because he just can't compete. So I'm sure he's out there throwing down for his teammate. The landing itself, he was a little head heavy, but I mean, hey, he's just trying to protect his shoulder.
And it's amazing what a competition does to your head game. Like, you just pull power out where you didn't know you had it. I know one of my best results, bronze medal at X Games. I got hurt in practice. I was in first aid the whole time, and I ended up herniating my disc. And I'm so happy I still rode. You know, it didn't give me long-term issues, and I walked away with a medal. So I kind of understand if they feel like they can navigate why they still want to hit the jump. You know, you prepare for months for this moment and really want to give it your best.
So sick. Yeah, Truls is, I believe he's a 3-time world champion in Dødsing. He's one of the most renowned people here in the sport. Look at that close, you know, he does something called crusher, where you don't punch the water, you just hit it with your forearms, and it creates a little bit bigger of a splash. He has the style in the air, he has like smoothness, he looks good. You know, it's all about being calm and collected in the air. He has it, you know, he's hit multiple 30-meter jumps. Let's check out a little snippet.
We're Team Quarter, and we're here to go hard, and then we go home. Our goal for the season is to have fun. We want to have a blast. I think this competition today is gonna be so exciting, and I have no idea who's gonna take it home. Everybody's bringing new tricks from the winter, and they're gonna go absolutely mad shit. The one I fear the most. Team Firi, powerhouses with a lot of energy, man. I'm afraid of Team 00. Huge attitude, and the judges love attitudes. I think they're gonna be hard to beat.
All right, there you have it.
Right, you heard it.
ML Liebeck and Tora Vaga, some of the biggest names in the sport here. There's ML doing his thing up there on the platform. He set a certain standard for style and steeds in the air. I'm excited to see what he does. Always looking so smooth. He knows exactly where he is at any given moment. Look at the power on takeoff. Look how he lays it out. You know, everything is just, it's dialed. He's even looking at the crowd like while he's in the start of his trick. Big splash, big power, up before the splash is over. He's relishing in the glory, you know. He did a great job on that one. Excited to see how the Japanese take it.
It's awesome how intuitive this sport is, because you watch something and you can feel the magic in it, but you can't really like identify maybe the details, and then you see the scores and you're like, oh, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. You're like, oh, that was pretty cool. I wonder. Okay, it was cool. You know, it's nice to get confirmed from the judges that like your eye is good.
All right, I think our only competitor from New Zealand, Flynn Chisholm, 20 years young. He's getting his dance groove on. Our fourth country to drop.
Yeah, he apparently started Dødsing last year, so pretty exciting to see what he's gonna do. All right, we got a 720. Pretty good power on takeoff. He looked a little uncomfortable in the air, but he's blowing chalk in the air. I believe it's something about his traditional culture in New Zealand. So I'm curious if the judges are gonna like that. You know, that brings a really unique aspect to the sport.
Do they get the slow-mo? Because there's a lot of these little nuance details that I only see on the replay.
Yeah, I believe they do get the slow-mo. So the judges did like that. You know, they thought that was creative. You know, and that's a big aspect of the sport, is being creative.
All right, another Norwegian, 19 years young, Johannes Wikström. And just to note, our top two right now, Cruz and Emil, are both in first and second. Oh, coming out spicy.
Yeah, that was a little spicy. Seems like he spun really quickly, but he didn't quite set it to land, you know, on his feet and hands. He more so landed on his feet and tried to duds. So the judges are probably not going to like that one, unfortunately. Even though the technicality there was pretty difficult. Yeah.
It can be hard to stop a rotation that you set that much. The more you rotate, the harder it is to slow down, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the faster you spin off 10 meters, the more you spin, the faster you got to go, and consequently, you need to slow it down to enter the water properly, and it's tough. It's really tough.
All right, we got Tobias Sandbeck from Norway as well. One of our younger competitors. We competed in 4 events last year, so it's not his first rodeo, as they say. But his best result was 26th place. Let's see if he can better it.
Comes up feeling strong out of the water.
So he got 26th place last year here in Arendal.
Yep, 26th last year. I wonder if that jump will be enough to make it into the semifinals in the top 20. So he did a double. What we call this first trick is a matrix into a backflip, and then he had a pretty nice size splash on that. He landed hands and legs at the same time, roughly. I'm curious, are the judges gonna like that? Are they gonna deduct points? All right, so 4.7. All right, let's check out our next.
I'm here to prove that dodging is for more than Norwegian boys. Go. Look. Yes.
You got it.
1. That was so good! Arendal is amazing. I feel like a Disney princess. Yes, I've watched Frozen. That was my favorite Disney movie, having my blonde hair. I love the scenery, the food, the people, just coming out here with a bunch of amazing people from all over the world. It's just the most quaint, cute place. I need to bring everyone I know back home here and show it off. A dream come true. I can't believe it.
Meget sterkt i dødssporten med tredjeplass i Døds World Championship i 2023 i Frognerbadet. Der er hun, vet du, i den signaturgule Finalist-drakt.
She's actually a diver. She's a really good like diver, and she took her diving skills and brought them into Dødsing, which is the polar opposite of diving. You know, you're trying to land just on your hands, but she's over here doing a double gainer and landing in a perfect Døds. Big splash.
Wow,
you know.
where do you think that's gonna place her?
Well, the power on takeoff wasn't the, she didn't go the furthest. However, technicality-wise, it's a pretty difficult trick to do and land it how she did. So let's see. 5.92.
Her score came in 7th place with a 5.92. So she's got a good chance of moving forward. They're going to take the top 20 out of this first run, and they will go on to do a classic maneuver.
Classic Døds.
All right, we got Hardin. Oh. Wow, he came up fast.
Talk about a smack. Oh, that is so cool. So in skiing, we'd call that a cork 5. So he does basically a 540 off axis, and then he over rotates it into a Døds. And he landed in the crusher formation, which is you're smacking with your forearms and not necessarily with your hands. It creates a bigger splash. He stopped a little bit. More abruptly. However, it's a crowd pleaser. So so far, these are our results.
Let's take a look back at the results.
And we have Truls in first, Emil in second. This is our top 20 so far.
All right, well, let's send it down to Bendik. Or send it up, I should say, to Bendik Rasmussen from Norway, 19 years old. And of course, you're going to see a lot of Norwegian in this sport. This sport was born in Norway. We're in Norway, so there's not a far. So, you know, it's probably going to take some time until this league is not dominated by Norwegian blood.
Oh, that was sick. So that's a skier style trick, you know. He's grabbing like a skier. He's doing what we call a cork 3. So he's in the air, cork 3, and then opens up, exposes himself to the water like he's playing a game of chicken, and then smacks down. That in my opinion is really stylish. I think the judges are gonna like that. 5.22.
Not even doing anything until.
So that puts him in the top 10. Yeah.
He's in 13th place right now. So we've got another team, Team Vorøy, Torge, 25 years young. He's one of the hot shots, right? Tell me about him.
Yeah. So Tor has been competing for quite some time. And a few years ago, he actually competed and got 3rd place in, I don't know what happened there. He over-rotated a little bit. But he got 3rd place in the World Championship with a broken hand, and all he did was do no-handers for, I think, 5 or 6 jumps straight. It was so impressive. I mean, I just never seen anything like it. Alright, so let's see what the judges thought about that. I don't know, it looks like he kind of over-rotated a little bit, didn't quite get the entry he wanted. But the power and the style
Not
there,
what he was looking for.
This is my town. My biggest competitor is Siim Kvarøy, Emil and Tore. They're crazy. It's my hometown, and everybody in the crowd is friends and family that I can get them going crazy. Gonna cheer way more at me than the others. So hopefully I can score some more points because of that.
For en utøver for sporten. Gi en stor applaus til Alex. Bare Alex Nordeland. Kom an igjen, han er på hjemmebane. Bimsdalen skal følge Pollens store sønn, Alex Nordeland. Norsk, 20 år, vant King of the...
Yeah, they are. And it's pretty cool, you know, he's able to put down in front of his friends and family.
All right, 2 seasons in Døds World Tour so far for Tobias. His best result was 7th place in Tønsberg in 2023. So he's definitely done this a few times, but it's been a minute since he's pulled in a top 10 result.
Oh, that was cool. That was so cool. Man, so he does kind of, I think it's like a vortex front flip. Yeah. Vortex front flip and then over rotates in the duds. I mean, the amount of control and steez that had, I mean, that was really cool. I like the style on that. I don't know, what do you think, Janelle?
I feel like it wasn't as clean as the other ones. I feel like it looked technical, but it just didn't feel as fluid as our top. But I would imagine it still advances. And a 6.68. There you go. Top 5.
Top 5.
All right, Olav Diknes, 20 years young, another Norwegian star. He's been 2 years in the sport. He's got several 5th and 6th place finishes, so we'll probably see some pretty strong moves here.
He's got some experience here. Oh, that was sick. Did you guys see the salute? He salutes to the crowd, maybe even the judges, after his first front flip. Yeah, look at this. And then... and the duds.
Was that
so
a little
cool.
late on the duds, or was that like the right timing?
Yeah, I mean, you want to ideally land you want to close as late as possible, but you also don't want to flop. You want to showcase that like you're actually hitting the water.
There we go.
His legs were a little closed, but the judges really love that salute and the power off the platform.
And that puts him in the top 4 position, tied with Serene. All right, Sean Victor. Several years competing. His best result is 6th place at the Døds Pre-Ride Tour Tønsberg. Oh no! That was not the plan. Right?
Not the plan. Yeah.
The landing.
Let's see the replay. So it was smooth.
Oh, that looks so cool.
He had a lot of steez in the air, you know? He looked really calm and collected, but it was just a little too slow. He didn't quite rotate around to where he wanted to land, so... It is what it is. I mean, sometimes you take a flop.
But he's not even like crying about it. 12 meters, side flop. Oh, he doesn't look like he's like feeling great though.
He's just like, yeah, I screwed up, but it's fine. You know, like I think something about all these competitors is they are tough. They are quite tough.
I'm kind of shocked. I mean, 6.12, that pretty solid score.
Speaking of tough, Oliver Clementson is quite the heavy hitter when it comes to Dødsing. He's done some big jumps. He has a lot of talent. He's part of that younger generation that's really starting to take over. He's got style, he's smooth, he knows what he's doing. I'm excited to see what he throws down today.
Oh. Is that a no-hand?
So sick. No, he did crusher is what that's called. So he's landing with his like forearms exposed to the water and covering his head. So he does front full, front half into crusher. Yeah, late close. But I think the stees and just the style was so good on that. I'm thinking the judges will. All right, 6.28. That's top 10 right now. He'll probably advance with that score, so that's cool.
All right, Jakob Fordal, 17 years old from Norway.
Oh, he lost his hat on the backflip. Oh no.
He made top 8 at the World Championship last year, so he has what it takes. He can get to finals. Let's see if he's feeling the heat today.
Oh. Just not quite. So if you look, he's going for this grab, and he slips off the grab. And what happens when you slip off the grab is it kind of throws you out of your whole rotation. So I think that's what happened there. If he had locked that in, he could have just spun right around, and I think would have had a great jump on that. But he's getting himself out of the water.
That grab keeps you tucked too, right? So it keeps your momentum, but you know.
Yeah, totally. You know what that's like.
That looked painful. Okay. He knows how to work a crowd.
Seaman Fist, our oldest competitor here. He's a legend. I mean, man, he's done so much for the sport. He keeps the community right. He's so friendly, such a kind human, and he loves the crowd's enthusiasm. He wants everybody to be stoked. Let's see what he's going to throw down today.
BWH Hotels. He is holding it down for his team right here with a.
So sick.
That was
smooth. So just that slow, yeah, exactly. That slow rotation. He hits the grab. He tweaks mute a little bit. Yeah, he's I don't know, I just love watching Seaman jump. It's always so stylish. All right, let's check out.
I was told this is where I give an introduction, but I don't need to give one. I love the Norwegians, but the one thing that they lack more than anything else is crowd control. Outside of Seaman Fisk, it's a pretty quiet group of guys. I think anywhere I have home field advantage because I force the crowd to root for me. I want to beat everybody so bad that they want to quit Dødsing. Like, my goal is to be so good that everyone's like, I can't beat that.
All right, America. Here's your guy. Team Pepsi Lemon. 26 years young.
Coming from Texas, he flew the whole way to Norway to compete on this tour. He's he's exciting. He's got an insane amount of energy. He's one of the kindest, most humble people I know, and then when he gets on the platform, he is the most competitive and aggressive Dødser, so let's see what he does here.
Oh, no hand. Ciao.
No-hander.
Pumped.
Yeah, Look at the stoke on that. Points at the judges, lays it out, and then no-hander. Damn, he bombed that. And he's up before the splash is over. He looks pretty happy. He looks pretty happy with that one. So let's see how it goes. Let's see what the judges
I mean, that's
think.
going to take him to semis. I feel like we could say that pretty confidently.
I think so. Yeah, the no-hander. You haven't seen people do 4.88. All right. I think maybe it's because he didn't quite get it
I
out.
love it.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I was
Next.
wondering that with the freestyle trick, don't you need a full 360 rotation?
You need a full rotation.
All right.
But you also need you need to complete the trick. You know, that's very important here, and that's what the judges are looking for. And Johnny did under rotate a little bit on that. So,
All right, as
All
you
right,
can
so-
see, we've got still the top 3 being dominated by Norwegians, doing Norway proud here in Arendal 2025. What other things do you see on our top 20 to call out? All right, well, another team player from Team Nation. You were speaking about this French ninja earlier.
So Tom is part of Team 00. He actually holds the world record for the highest classic Døds at 44.3 meters, which is just insane. He's hitting the water at over 100 kilometers per hour. He's got style, he's got power. Sick. So sick. So that's a cork 5. So that's basically a 1.5 bends off axis. He hits the skier grab, double grab, then right into Døds. Look at the power and watch how he closes. That's just like what judges are looking for, is like style and power on impact. Let's check out a little video interview.
We're Firi, the Golden Boys. Our aura is always happy, always a smile. I don't think we have a home turf advantage, to be honest. The dudes this year have been doing it for a long time. This year is gonna be hard. There's apparently coming a lot of people, which is nice. About to make some show. Yeah, make some show. Fun for the kids. And some girls. Yeah. Girls for life.
Just want to try to... All right. Team Firi, we got to see that video, get pumped up about Raven. What a cool name, by the way. I love the way he spells it.
Yeah, it's so unique,
He
right?
is... Yeah. This is his 10th year as a Dudster, so he's no stranger to the sport, and he's a consistent podium finisher.
Yeah, he's oh, so steezy. So steezy. Yeah, he's actually he's a phenomenal diver. And not just Dudser, he's a diver originally, and he's been Dudsing for pretty much as long as he's been diving. Look at that maneuver. It's just stylish, you know. The axis he's hitting is just so original. He's comfortable here, you know. He's been competing for a long time. He's very well known in the sport and the communities in Norway. Everybody knows he's got some steez. Look at that.
Oh,
Puts
and
him
a
in the second
7.14 puts him into the second position. Look at that. I mean, he was confident. He was poised.
Yeah, he knew what
Another
he was
team
doing.
player here. Jorgen Borli, 17 years old from Norway, has 3 years competing experience, several podium finishes, and
So sick. So sick. Look how it looks like he's doing a classic, and we call that a clock spin. So he's doing a late 360 in the air. He's stalling, and then he's able to just create rotation out of nothing and do that 360 clock spin. It's it's impressive. I mean, he's one of the most talented younger divers here today. He's got style,
with
he's
a
got speed.
7.76, our new leader. You called it. I mean, that was
Yeah.
Norway taking the top 5 positions. And we know that this gentleman would like to join. 14 years young.
One of our youngest competitors here today. But not
Third overall
inexperienced.
last year. Look at this kid. He is
Cool.
just going ham when he lands.
So cool. Does a front flip half into duds. Look at that late close. You know, he's pretty much exposed to the water up until the last second. Big splash. I mean, a huge splash for how tall and big he is. So that's impressive, to say the least.
It's impressive the wide range of age, from 14 years old to 41.
I know.
Oh, with a
Yeah,
7-1-8. That's going to put him in the 6th position.
Bumps him up to 6. It looks like he's going to make it to the finals, or semifinals, sorry. Jacob Liabo, he got a 2nd last year at the 2024 World Championships. He's known for his technical diving. He's really good at flips.
Firi in the house. Collecting points for his team with Robin. The boys are standing out.
Absolutely.
Robin's currently in 3rd position, so I think we're gonna see him moving on to semifinals.
Yeah, I think after that jump, Jakob will move on as well. That was steezy and collected. Yeah, 7. All right.
It's gonna put him in the 8th position and solidify his move to semis. Oh, I love her. Solstad, our youngest competitor at 13 years young. He's turning 14 tomorrow, but he's still the youngest competitor. He's reigning overall champion of 2023. He doesn't mess around.
He's an extremely talented gymnast, and he's brought all of that to Dødsing. And I mean, you can just tell, look at his spins. He does backflip 360, backflip 360 to duds. He knows where he is in the air. He is our youngest competitor, but definitely not he's one of the most experienced at the same time. He's stoked. Look at that. He's so stoked.
That was
Asbjørn's
perfect.
stoked
And
for
he's
him.
representing Team Synovia this loop. Since Osberg is sitting out. 7.26. Let's go. Top. Just having a peek at the leaderboard. We've got now Team Norway taking up the first 7 slots. It's pretty impressive.
First
as we
7.
start to see. There it is.
Norway came to play today.
Robin. Alex,
Norway came to play.
Top 7 now. My bad. Yeah, this is do Norway proud. Do Norway proud. But we have seen some really strong performances from Switzerland, New Zealand,
I'll be with Scott.
France. I believe all of the different countries are being represented in our semifinal.
You're not through to the next round, right? All right, that was round 1. It was absolutely incredible. The athletes are flinging themselves off of this tower. We saw some incredible jumps. I'm here with Scott with Team Kropud.
Yes.
Right? Is that how you say it?
Yep.
Nice. Now, unfortunately, you didn't make it to the next round, which crushes my heart because you had my absolute favorite team announcement video.
Thank you.
What do you have to say about being here and competing?
Dude, it's so nice to be here, the audience, and to be honest with you, I don't really care about making it through to the other round because I'm here for the boys, I'm here for the stoke, and turns out it's pretty hard to Dutch with 0 hands. Had no control in the air, but hey, I splashed the judges, so I'm happy.
100%. Thank you so much for talking with me. Even after you realized you were knocked out in the next round, I still saw you hanging out, smiling with all the other, all the other guys here. And so that's what it's all about. Plus,
now the party starts.
Look at this incredible crowd we've got here. You're right. This whole day is a party. So amazing. It was so good to talk to you. Who do you have your eyes on for the next round?
Oh, always Emil. He's the Michael Jordan of Dødsing. So yeah, I'm putting my money on him.
I like it. And your teammate is still in, correct? I think he's barely in.
Nice. He's a bit of a wild card, so he can surprise us.
Right, because he's a skier, skydiver, right? Do you think those sports will help him, create his own style and show off in the air?
Most definitely, yeah. He has his own style, and he's going to show it right now in the Classic. Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with me. This was absolutely incredible. Leader? All right, come here, Jorgen. All right, I'm here with our group leader, Jorgen. How does it feel to be at the top?
It's really unexpected. I was aiming for just hoping to get to the finals, but now I'm super happy. I'm still trying to not get too confident, so if I fail. But yeah, I'm super happy right now.
100%, and it's awesome because you did your late 3, which a lot of people, you might not realize just how difficult that is to generate a rotation mid-air. But you were doing that yesterday and the day before, and it was my favorite jump I saw it here. You executed it perfectly.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's I first saw Pacom do it a long while time ago, and then I just started to practice it, and now it's one of my favorite tricks, so yeah.
Nice, so do you still have a little bit of few more tricks in your bag to pull out for the freestyle round?
I got the full bag, yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much, man, for talking with me. Let's go over to Truls. Truls, hey, you're looking as incredible as ever here in Norway. Does it feel good to be on top?
Feels great.
You still got more in the tank for the next round?
Oh, this is going to be fun now. Looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. Is there anyone that surprised you out here, either doing really well or getting knocked out?
Tore Våge. Unfortunately, he messed up his 720, and he is one of the, in my opinion, the best ones with his late landings and crazy closing, So yeah, and he's out. So.
But hey, both of you on Team 00 are still going on to the next round. I'm excited to see it. Thank you so much for chatting with me. The team graphic.
12 meters high. Let's go, teams. There's our 8 teams. We even have 2 independent teams to match Pupud. Team 00, Sonov, BWH Hotels, Firi, and Voroy. And
So,
you can see that was in reverse order. The teams are sitting.
Yeah, at the top of the leaderboard, we have Team Kavoroy. I can't even pronounce that. I feel bad. Team Firi. And Team 00, I believe, is up towards the top as well. Just really impressive.
It's in 6th position.
I don't think I'm through. You're not true, bro. No.
Boys, I'm here with some of the legends in the sport. Emil, how do you feel?
Amazing. I feel great, man.
Nice.
I feel kind of sad too.
Why?
Because my teammate is not moving on, man.
I know. How do you feel about that?
It's a bit, it's not that fun. I want to jump one more jump because I have some nice plans for my classic jump, but maybe next time. So I'm just here for the fun. So, and I have had a good time today. So
it's good. It's amazing that even though you're knocked out, you got a smile on your face. You're here. Do you have any words of encouragement for your teammate right here? He's about to throw down.
Yeah, I think Emil gonna do something nice on the next jump, and I think he's gonna go through to the finals. I think Emil is a good candidate. Is that right? Yeah. For the podium today. So
amazing, and we're gonna see you along the rest of the tour stops as well.
Yeah, you will. I'm gonna go and fix some nice tricks so I can get this podium.
Awesome. Thank you, boys, so much. It's good to see you guys. These. I can hear him now.
Rolex i første runde, men han har likevel kommet inn som en av de 20. Så Elias Valda, Sydney Kowalski, Elias Mathisen,
Big names in this lineup. We have Emil, we have Colm, we have Truls, Robin, Alex, Herman, Sigva, Jürgen. A lot of just insanely good divers.
As you've seen, freestyle is when we do the flips, the spins, and the crazy tricks. However, a classic dodge is what really shows whether or not you get the spirit of the sport. Classic dodge, no spins, no flips. All it is steez, power, and you versus the water. And let me show you how to do that right now.
In the classic, judges don't care about flips or spins. They're looking for that massive power out of the tower. They want to see the athlete look like they're in complete control in the air before a very clear open and a very powerful close. That is a textbook shrimp.
Just stay here. All right, that was round one. That was a freestyle round. Now we're moving on to the classics round, which means you're pretty much just going to see the athletes going all the way down to the water at the last second closing. What makes a really good classic, Alex?
A really good classic is the one where you just own the air and you gotta like have the bolts to stay as long as possible way open before you close with a proper landing.
Amazing. Now the scores are going to be combined from round one, round two to see who moves on to the finals. I think you're going to be one of those guys moving on to the finals. What do you think?
I think so too. I got a pretty good score now, 7.3 or something. So hopefully I'll go into the finals.
Amazing. I'm excited to see it. Thanks, man. It's going to be exciting. Okay, get better, get better.
All right, first up we have Elias all done.
Really important.
The freestyle skier, bringing some of his skis here to Dødsing. I believe it's his first year doing this, but he is all in. Look at that power. Salutes to the judges. The judges love that, a little bit of, you know, style getting pointed their way. Let's see the recap here. So in a classic, you're really looking for style and how far you're jumping off of the platform. You want to see power, you want to see composure in the air, just like you would with the freestyle section, but just a little bit more, just do something to distinguish yourself while you're in the air. That's what the judges want to see, because nobody's spinning, nobody's flipping, it's the same jump, but you know, make it your own. So style is so important here. I think you did a pretty good job on that.
So as you can see, they're taking run 1 and run 2 and combining those scores. So he's sitting now with an 11.28. And the top 10, we're going to see into our final. Right. I personally love a classic. I just love the subtleties that are in these tricks. The confidence, the power, playing chicken with the water. That was a feminine jump, and I mean that in a powerful way. I loved her position, her knees. Kind of looked like in the air for a second.
She looked like she was having fun, you know? Like it looked like she was almost smiling while she was in the middle of that, which is really cool. She's enjoying the airtime, and that's so sick. All right, put Sydney up at the head of this round. Next we have
I know there's not many.
Next we have Elias Madison. It's so cool to just see that he has like even more pizzazz than his dad. You know, he's up there just crowd pleaser. He knows how to bring the energy and the hype to the crowd. Good close.
Clearly has been jumping with Simon quite a lot.
Yeah.
Probably since he was a kid. Maybe Simon just threw him off a cliff as soon as he could swim.
Oh yeah, Siemens brought this sport around him most of his life, I'm sure. I love how he's just like nice and chill in the air, you know? It's like, it looks good, he has some power. He comes up pointing out of the water, you know? He's fully aware the whole time he's in the trick, which I think the judges like. And like I've said before, it's a showmanship sport. Like, people love to see the steez.
we got Oliver Saletsen from Norway. Crowd, you can hear the crowd. They're getting pumped.
They're getting pumped. Let's see how much power he gets off this. Oh! If you notice something on that jump, I think it's his close. How late he closes. You know, you're like, is he gonna belly flop? Is he gonna belly flop? And then you're just like, nope, he closed. So he's doing it right, you know. It's all about the late close. This is a game of chicken with the water at the end of the day, and you're trying to like psych the crowd out. You're trying to convince them that you're not going to close, and then all of a sudden you do close. So I think that was a really solid one.
And that was a 6.82, putting him at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, top of the leaderboard so far. Next we have Sean Victor, coming from Norway as well.
I like how we're seeing the finals represent both a freestyle and a classic Døds. That's a new format for 2025, and I think that brings a really balanced judging format. Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Yeah, that was stylish, you know? Doing the running man midair.
I want to see the slow-mo on that one.
Yeah, like you were saying, Chanel, I think it's cool that they're combining the scores this year, because you not only have to be really good at freestyle, but you also have to be really good at a classic jump as well, and it makes sure that Døds sticks to its roots, which is really style and showmanship, fluidity in the air. For example, that was fluidity. He hardly even looked at the water that whole jump. He's just staring at the judges. It's so cool.
I have a lot of respect for the classic round. I wish we had this in snowboarding, something that where we could really slow down the sport, watch a nice floaty, you know, back one Japan or something of the sorts. And this classic is really representing that.
Dude, it's awesome, isn't it? I think it's just so cool. So cool to watch. Oh, there's Simon. All right.
Some of the other sports that are even more established. So 49 years young, Simon Fisk, Norway's favorite.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what his classic looks like.
Oh, is that a ring?
It looks like
no
a ring.
way.
What is it?
No way. This is.
I wonder.
This is big.
I wonder.
You better not lose this thing.
Right.
A ring in his hand. Oh my
ber om att giftermål i luften till sekunder. Missar ringen. Simon ringen kom utomhus.
Moment, he just proposed.
Vi har dykkare till att fixa detta.
Or to his
I imagine he's proposing to his partner.
Oh my gosh, he did.
That is so beautiful. That is the most original thing ever. Look at that. He's so in We're never gonna forget that, Døds.
That is the coolest.
You won't forget it. That was really. With a 6.46. That is going to put him in second position. Oh.
She better say yes after that.
I think she said yes.
Yeah.
That was
well,
really
congratulations, Simon. That's cool. Up next, we have David Firi from Spain. I think the only Spanish competitor here today. As we saw in the first round, he has a lot of power on takeoff, so I'm excited to see how he boosts here. Oh, nice. So if you notice, he came up a little bit early after the splash, so he's really stopping himself when he hits the water. But
oh, that looks so fun.
I know. He made it look fun, right? Like, that looks so...
Yeah. That
Big
looks
splash.
I like
Big
his like
distance.
style. He's got a great style.
He does, doesn't he?
All right, we're gonna see him with a 6.16.
Yeah.
With a total of 12.68, putting him in 3rd position. I think he'll be happy with that.
I think so. That might advance him to the next round.
But we know our heavy hitters are at the end, so as we work
That's
through
true.
this top 20, you know, we're in reverse order, so it's just gonna get more and more spicy.
That is so true, Cheryl. That's a very good point. Another
I'm
Norwegian
like dancing
here.
with the crowd.
I know.
Oh,
Oh, look at the no-hander. That was
Oh, that
awesome.
looks like it hurts. I just can't imagine that wouldn't hurt.
Yeah,
Have you done a no-hand
feel
that
like-
high?
Yeah, I've done a no-hander from about that high, and you feel it slap your scalp a little bit. Depending how long your hair is, can actually pull your hair a little bit. But it is, it's just such a crowd pleaser that I think these guys don't really mind a little bit of a slap on the noggin if it means
Wow,
that the
with a
crowd's stoked.
7.82, that moves him into 1st position. They loved it. It gave me a headache. I hope he's feeling all right.
Yeah, I think. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. All right, we have our New Zealander up next. He's grabbing some chalk. Is he gonna do another little performance for us? What did he do?
Gonna have
Did
to
he
learn a little
blow?
bit about. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so if you look at the entry, it was a little feet heavy, and especially on a classic jump, it's so important to really dial your entry. That's one of the biggest ways that you're scored on the classic. So curious. So he still got a decent score on that. Not too bad. I think the creativity there was really good.
I feel like this is less is more, right? Like the classic's all about less is more. Just like take your time, be slow, be intentional, and be perfect at landing.
It's like it's make it your own. You know, everybody has to do the same like jump, just a classic, but there's so much room for creativity inside of it. So like he just brushes off his wrist, you know, like it's no big deal.
I thought he was shooting dollars out. I thought he was shooting money out. No,
Oh, was he shooting money out? Oh,
that's what I was vibing. So maybe read into that. All right, just a recap in our top 10. We've got Tobias, Olav, Oliver, Simon, David, Elias, Sean, and Flynn. And that they are our top 8 now. Currently, here we go. Oh, with no hand. Didn't see that coming. Did you?
I think that might be one of the better classic duds we've seen. Look at that. He's just like he's looking at the judges, you know, flailing his hands like what, and then goes right into that no-hander. Good entry. He's stoked. He knows he just put one down that was sick.
Yeah, that was a hammer.
6.72.
With a 6.72. Serene moves
Takes
himself
third.
into top 3. All right, Jakob Laba from Norway on Team Firi. He is out of his denim shorts now. He had to do a little outfit change. Oh, I loved how was that.
Powerful.
Was that a
you
good
know?
landing? I'm still kind of trying to interpret the landings.
Let's see here. Yeah, it was. I would
Oh,
say
yeah,
that was a good
crusher.
landing. Yeah, just a crusher. So late close. He lands you know, the idea is to be pretty much parallel with the water in your body and then close at the last second. You don't really want to be too head heavy or too feet heavy. And yeah,
Oh,
the
there
judges
you
like
go.
that.
One of our top scores, 7.0.
Yeah. Next we have Combe from France. He's one of the biggest names right now in Dødsing. He has power, and just watch how he hits the water. He's got a style of his own for that.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
So sick. He just jumps and just motionless, you know? It's okay to be humorous in the air, you know? It's okay to make people giggle a little bit and, you know, show a little bit of your own personality.
That was awesome. I feel like this is just the heartbeat of a good time. Like, just go out and get weird and hold on and stand out by not even like moving. 7.10. Judges loved it.
Yeah, it's like a lot of these athletes, you know, they want to win, they want to go to the World Championship, but they also want to have fun. I mean, the essence of this sport is having fun and enjoying yourself while you're doing it. So it's really nice to see the competitors having fun with it. Let's see what Sigma does. Oh
my
so
gosh.
stylish, man. So steezy. Look at that.
These
Grabs his
kids.
foot, loops it, points.
That used to be my move on the dance floor, not gonna lie. A little hop.
No way,
Grab your
that's
toe
cool.
and hop. I loved that move. That was really cool to see in a Døds.
That is a cool dance move, and I mean, man, to do it in the air right before impact is so wild. So wild.
This is awesome. We're just pumping through these. Team Sanov stand-in for Asbjørg. He's a crowd favorite. Mr. Herman Solstad, 13 years young. Let's go. Youngest competitor. See what the birthday boys got in store for us.
Oh, no-hander. Do you hear, can you hear that, like, the splash? That, like, kind of cupping sound? That's, in my opinion, what, like, illustrates a good Døds. If you hear that sound, it means they hit that water just in, like, a perfect way. And he did it with a no-hander, which is so impressive. Yeah, something to note is like these athletes are really strong and in shape, and they are that way so that they can handle an impact and they can hit the water.
With a, sorry. You got a 7.84 putting him at the top of the leaderboard. Oh, email. Work in the crowd. Work in the crowd.
Let's see what he's got. He's having fun with it. The wind up to Døds. Let's see that
He's having
again.
more fun competing than judging.
You can't really see, but he's actually swinging his arm back there, like he's winding up to punch the water, which is so cool, so fun. And like you see his smile when he comes out of the water. You know, like these guys really know what they're doing, and it doesn't hurt if you do it correctly.
That's going to put him in top 6 with BWH Hotel team athlete Alex Rotterdam. He is pumped. We got to hear a little bit from Wesley and him, and I'm pretty eager to see how he expresses his classic vibes.
Yeah. Whoa. I think right off the bat you can see how far he got. Like he jumped. Oh, he slicks his hair back, showing off for friends and family here.
You really need the replay to appreciate the details.
Yeah, I'm so glad they have like a spin back on that, because it is important. It is important to see this stuff again.
And that's going to put
All right.
him in top 3 with a 7.30. All right, we're just seeing the heavy hitters come swinging through. Robin Kampjord, Team Firi. He decided to keep his wet denim shorts on. He's like, they're part of my vibe. They're part of my character.
It is part of the vibe. Style's important here, you know? I love watching the classics. That's so cool. He's just like, I don't even know what you call that, but he's just like...
It's messy, but not intentional.
Yeah, he's just showboating up there. It looks so fun though. Like, I think that's an aspect of classics that are cool is, you know, showcasing if you're having fun in the air, like, in your personality. This is my favorite. This is my favorite to watch.
Me too. 7.40. Team Firi is doing a great job.
Alright, next up we have Trollstorp, Team 00 Nation. Well known, he's a 3-time world champion. He's bringing the stoke, he's smiling, he's excited.
Was he brushing his teeth?
No, he's like, cut it out. Oh no, it's with his chain. He's flexing his chain up there in the air. That's so steezy. So steezy.
I wonder what's happening with his ear. Do you have any intel?
He probably has a blown eardrum. That's why it's covered. Yeah, you know?
6.46, okay. That puts him back at the top position with a 15.90. Team Pepsi in the house. Morgan Murphy, 16 years young, getting ready to show us his classic dance moves.
Our last competitor in this round, so let's see what he has to do, has to throw down. He's got his own style. He's made his name in the sport. Let's see how it goes.
Oh! No hand dog.
Did that just look sick to you, Chanel, or was that just me? Because that looks so smooth.
That was smooth. I mean, he was in our top position moving into classic round, and I would say he's probably going to stay there.
Yeah, he came out swinging this year. If you just see how he just is so effortless and relaxed in the air. All right, look at that. He is right behind Trolls by 0.02. So it is a tight race at the top there. Behind him we have Emil. That's our top 3 right now.
Alex, Rabin. Here we go. Truls, Jorgen, Emil, Herman, Alex, Rabin, Jakob, Tobias, and Sigvi will be moving on to finals. And again, we took our first runs from Freestyle and our second runs from SIG, combined those scores to get our top 10 finalists. I really like that new format because you really have to represent both sides of the sport, and that's really going to preserve the weight of the classic round.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important to, you know, like I said before, keep the roots of the sport alive. It's all about style and steez and looking good in the air. The crowd needs to be involved, and I think keeping a classic round in this is just a great way of keeping that nature alive.
It really helps you zero in on like the powerful takeoff and the clean landings and the different types of landings that they showcase in the first round, because in freestyle I feel like you get really drawn into the rotations. Were they flipping? Were they spinning? Did they grab? And it kind of distracts you from like those other subtleties, and that gets really highlighted in the second round.
Yeah, the freestyle stuff is a little disorienting because you're like, oh my god, there's so much going on, like what is he doing? Is he spinning, flipping, all that stuff, and you almost miss half the trick. But the classic, I think it really slows things down for the viewer that's not accustomed to like seeing these subtleties in the air. So you really do start to appreciate the duds a little bit more in the classic round.
Do you feel like the classic is the best representation of like their personalities because you're not in that like technical headspace?
Yeah, I think it is. I really think it is.
All right, I'm here with Truls. He came in at the top in the classics round, going on to the finals. You excited?
Excited. It's so fun when it works, you know.
There you go.
Stopping tricks is the best feeling, and especially in competitions. Like,
nice. Look at where we are right now. This is the podium. Do you see yourself standing right up here at the end of the day?
I would love to, but I'm not gonna ask me in 15 minutes.
There you go. It's not going to be easy. You got some competition, but your teammate Colm is still in the finals with you, right?
Yeah. So happy with my teammate. Pressures only.
I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe the only teams that have 2 athletes in the finals is Team 00 and Team Firi. So, do you think Team Firi is going to have a shot against you two?
Yeah, they're good too. But yeah, so a lot of pressure now. So let's see who can handle it the best.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much. I'm wishing you the best in the final round. It's going to be awesome. This is getting intense. I mean, it's been intense the whole day, but every single competitor here is throwing down. I'm going to try to find Team Firi. I don't know where they are, but stay tuned. This is incredible. Look who we have here. Okay. Thank you. Sometimes I'm just like, I gotta.
All right.
So what do you think we're gonna see in this?
Stay here.
All right, let's
so
cut
I
over
believe
to
now we're
Sydney
gonna-
West.
What? Alrighty, I'm here with Sydney Kowalski, one of the 3 Americans, including myself, that's here. I know you're stoked to be here. You did get knocked out in the classics round, but overall, how do you feel? I mean, even making it to the classics round is a huge honor.
Yeah, I feel honestly amazing. This is a very competitive group of people. Even those that aren't on teams are real Norwegian death divers. And I also didn't have my very best day, and the fact that I still placed in like almost top half of this group makes me feel really good about this season. So there's room for improvement. I know I can do better, but I'm also very satisfied with how it went.
A good part of that is the season's not even close to being over. I mean, we're headed to France and then the US, which is where we're gonna really shine. So thank you so much. I'm excited to see you continue competing. Now, with the final round, this is where it all comes down to. This is what it all comes down to. The finals is where we have the best athletes throwing their best possible freestyle round. It's going to be incredible. That's throwing back in the flips, the spins, whatever they want. It's going to be insane. I'm so stoked.
All right, we are starting off the final round here. This is a freestyle round, so you're going to be seeing spins, flips, grabs, whatever these guys want to do, and then landing in a duds.
We started spicy and we're ending spicy. I love that.
I know, it looks like he's going to do a classic. And then he spins, you know, he creates rotation almost out of nothing, seemingly, and then he just gets a 360 around, lands duds. That was such a clean entry. Sigva, awesome job, man. That looks sick.
I wonder what it's like for the athletes to kind of reset, because like for me, I'm like resetting. Okay, we're getting back into these like high action, super technical tricks. They must feel more warmed up with the airtime, but also like it must be a little complex to turn it up and turn it down in different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it is kind of it takes a little bit of a toll on the athlete, you know, and they really have to have the wherewithal to like keep up with that.
All right, we got Tobias Vendumsdalen. That's a tough one. I'm sorry if I didn't say that right, dude. He's been really good today. Whoa! That was so crazy.
He went off of his hands, front flip, front half, into a back flip. Now, he technically landed in you know, belly to water. However, he didn't really close, and I think the judges are gonna deduct on that. That one probably hurt a little bit. Looks like it's that was a painful landing. But I mean, man, he managed to do a triple off of that almost, which is 3 flips. Pretty impressive.
And 3 of the judges gave him above an 8, which is some of the highest scores we've seen in the day. So it's really that landing and overall score that's going to get compromised.
Yeah, I think the technicality and the creativity really were there, so that's great. It's great that he's managed something. All right. Next up, we have Jakob.
He's fun to watch. With the hands behind it.
I know, that was so cool. That is just a perfect combination of technicality, style, originality, entry. That was a really clean duds. I think the judges are gonna really like that. That, like, the hands behind the back, so sick.
It's gonna be our top score, maybe, huh?
Maybe.
There it is. It's a top score with an 8.12. Right, and his teammate here, Ralph McComford. He's back in the dunno. He's like, alright, I'll put him back on. They're a little heavy, but they're vibe. I'm with you.
So he went for, I believe, Bio 9 with a tweak mirror. Yeah. So he tweaks. He missed the grab. I think that's why I threw him off a little bit there. I love the style though, like the stees and just trying for something really, truly unique.
Yo, Robin, here. That was insane. How's it feel to be in the finals?
It was fun, but I landed on my feet though.
You landed on your feet?
I landed on my feet. It's heavy, I felt like.
Thought it looked pretty good. You think you're going to make it onto that podium?
No.
What about your teammate?
Sorry, didn't mean to
I think he's going to win. Team Firi.
Team Firi. Good to see you, man. Incredible. I agree. Jakob was looking really strong that round, but you never know. You never know. These guys are insane. We still have a lot to see.
All right, the man to beat, Jakob Layaba. We've got France dropping in hot. Colm getting the crowd ready.
I love his mustache. So cool.
It's kind of an emotional day. Just like, there's so much energy.
There's a lot of energy.
Proposal even.
Oh, what's that, Colm?
Would you say
It's like you rotate.
most of these guys are skiers over snowboarders?
Well, I know Colm is a skier. He kind of under-rotated that. Went for something new. I've never seen him try. But yeah, I'd say most of these guys are... I mean, there are snowboarders, the duds as well. Most of the people that I know in the sport do ski, though, interestingly enough. Judges didn't like that.
With the crabs.
Yeah. It's, I think, an aspect of like freestyle cliff jumping and Dødsing. It's a lot harder to like distinguish snowboarder grabs. Skier grabs are a little bit more distinctive without skis on, you know. So I think those kind of take precedence.
That makes sense, especially like the crisscross and the arch. Like you just can't achieve those positions on a snowboard.
Yeah, like you can't do like a nose grab on a snowboard cliff jumping, you know.
All right, Alex, what do you got for us? Oh, I love slow-mo gainer.
Style on that, man. It's great. Get power, laid it out. No flailing, no sudden movements in the air. He's just calm and composed. Just looks so good. So fun to see.
Would you say everyone's just in attack mode for the top position, or playing it more conservative with it being the first event and wanting to like collect points for their team and overall rank?
I think there's probably truth to both of those points, because some people, you know, it's the start of the season, they're not going so super crazy because they know it's only June and the summer continues on and there's a lot of jumping to be done. However, it's also the first event and people are really stoked. A lot of these guys are Norwegian and they're throwing down for their country. So I think there's people doing both right now, you know, keeping it reserved, but also throwing down. And I know Herman, for example, is just throwing down. So.
And not to mention, oh my gosh, the golden ticket is up for hands.
Oh, dude, so sick.
Oh my gosh.
I think that was double Misty 14.
Oh,
Herman! You did it, dude! How does it feel?
That was just amazing. I tried it once in the warm-up and I failed, so I was very nervous when I was up there, but I nailed it and I'm so proud of myself.
100%. I saw you prep that the other day. Didn't quite get it in the warm-up and you just stomped it in the final round.
Yeah, it feels amazing.
Awesome, dude. Good job. Yes.
Wow, so it sounds like he tried that in practice, and it really took that moment under the pressure to get it done.
What a complex and easy trick. All right. These Lord himself, Emil Lidebeck. OG in the sport. If you know Dødsing, you know him. Oh, so smooth.
The judges have a hard job, you know. If you look at our top competitors, you see a really dynamic. I mean, Herman's spinning a win, right? And then that's more slow.
Yeah.
And
you know, you have Herman with
way.
his technicality, and so his technical score is really high. However, he's not jumping as far as somebody like Emil, or maybe not as like eased and composed in the air. So, you know, we have a judge for each and every aspect of the jump. So I'm really curious to see if they score Emil's higher than Herman's, and they did. Yeah. It looks like he took second on that one.
And let's not forget, we've got a golden ticket up for grabs. So if you win this competition, you get a direct ticket to the World Championships.
Yep. And I know a lot of these guys want to go to the World Championships.
All right, Team Pepsi in the house, collecting points for his crew, but also been just really on point this whole competition.
Yeah, Jürgen really is showing out today. He's looking good in the air. He's really developed his style to this point. He just looks so good. So fun to watch. Let's see what he throws down on this one.
Oh, no hand.
So he does a 1080. So he does one spin, two spins, grabs flying squirrel, and then closes for the third spin. It's just so wild. I mean, man, there's a lot going on. So let's get a chat with him and see how that went.
He's rapping.
Jürgen, bro. Hey, how do you feel right now?
I don't know, man. I just feel like I feel right now. I don't fucking know.
I haven't heard the crowd erupt more than after that jump right there. Jürgen, yes, dude. This man has been putting in work. He's been putting in work, and that jump proves it.
8.52. Look at the emotions. Wow. I love those moments.
Man,
You can't pay for
he's
moments
so
like
excited. He knows he's either first or second in this competition, so that's just amazing. I'm so happy for him. He's really put in so much work and effort to be here and get to that position. And last up, we got Toolstorp, 3-time world champion. Just
This is it.
Yeah, just an icon in the sport.
This
He's
is
leading
going to
after
decide
last round. Yeah, this is going to decide the podium. Is he going to make it to the top?
and the golden ticket into the world champs. I mean, this is the pass, the fast pass. You don't have to do the whole loop to represent at the championships. But we know they want to be showing up at all the events, and we know this guy came to play.
What was that, dude? It was so sick. I think that's an original for him. I haven't seen him do that. Look at how he just stops the roto whole way through the air. The composure in the air is just really impressive. He did come up a little bit feet heavy. Didn't quite rotate the full way around.
Trolls.
I know he's stoked.
See your teammate right there. How did he do on that last jump?
He has done some better attempt on this one.
How did you?
Wait. Woo! Look at the score.
Let's see it.
Where is it?
Jorgen is our winner.
Eine, Eddie, mamma, pappa, alle sammen.
Incredible. Jorgen, the crowd is going wild for Jorgen. He just won the first stop on the 2025 Døds Diving League World Tour. Should I?
All right. Now you can really see that the top 8 were just, less than 2 points from each other. That's how tight this round was, which was really impressive in a freestyle round, right? Like, we saw a lot of different tricks. Everybody really showed up.
Yeah, I think some of the favorites coming into this stop really did throw down and put up some really cool tricks. I mean, Jorgen came to play today. It was very evident from the start. His first trick, so smooth, so stylish.
You won the first stop on the 2025 Døds Diving League World Tour. How does it feel?
It feels so weird. I can't describe it.
Really impressive.
I mean, I've been seeing this guy training for years now. If there's anyone out here that has put in the time, put in the effort, you deserve this.
Thank you so much, man. What? I don't know what to say. It feels so not real.
Hey, well, there's a lot more stops. You still gonna bring the heat on all the other stops in the World Tour?
Of course.
I can't wait to see it. Hey, bring it in. You are incredible. Yes, sir. It's incredible. I can't believe the first stop is already over. We have our winner. But honestly, everything that went down today was pretty insane. There was a lot of surprises, a lot of guys that got knocked out early that I wasn't expecting to get knocked out, a lot of guys that made it super, super far. And you look at guys like Emil coming back, throwing down, Truls and Comb, the icons from 00 Nation, throwing down. This is incredible. I can't believe we're here. It's chaotic, but I love every second of it. So, the tower here in Arendal, Norway. This has been incredible. Seaman got engaged today. How was that?
You know the feeling, right?
I do, thankfully.
Yeah, thank you, man.
That was awesome, and I got emotional. I honestly got emotional seeing it, and so I'm so happy for you.
We had a good weekend, though. We had a great weekend, you and me, bro.
Yeah, I love this guy. Honestly, I love this guy. And I think we had the first ever father-son duo in the competition. Your son competed.
Yeah. And he got 16, I got 14, so I beat him. Thank God.
And remind me, what is his nickname?
Minifisk.
Minifisk. That's awesome, man. And he does sofas as well, too.
Yeah, but not as good as me.
Oh, no one can as good as you. Thank you. Jakob Liebe. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, how does it feel?
It feels good. My last jump, I'm stoked.
You should be stoked.
Yeah.
It was sick, dude. It was awesome. Well, hey, it's been amazing hanging out with you. We're gonna see more of you in the upcoming stops on the tour, right?
Of course, of course.
What do you have to say to your teammate who didn't quite get the jump that he wanted, but he's working hard still, I know.
He did good in the first, and yeah.
Amazing, man. Well, hey, thank you so much. I can't wait to keep seeing you throw down. Awesome. Absolutely incredible. Hey, I'm in sensory overload. I'm kind of in shock right now. I think we're about to do the awards ceremony. Stay tuned for that because there's something coming up after that that should be extra special. If you know, you know.
There you have it, some of our top competitors there with the interview. What a great start for this World Tour this summer. Man, Dødsing has really reached a level that I can't even comprehend anymore. It used to be conceivable for me, but at this point I'm just like, how do they do it? How do they look so good? How do they do all this stuff? Look at that, Emil Liebeck in 3rd place. Congratulations, Emil. I know he's stoked. 2nd place, we have Jakob Liebe. Really making a name for himself in this sport. And and last but not least, we have our 1st place winner, Jürgen. He gets the golden ticket. He's going to the World Championships in August. Oh man, I'm so excited for him.
Not to mention the 10 grand doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Doesn't hurt. For a 16-year-old, that is a fortune.
Wow. That was such an experience. I feel like it's going to take some time to download everything we just saw. I mean, that's such an excellent expression of creativity, of character, of charisma, all the things. Style.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch, you know? I mean, these guys really... Yeah, these guys really made this sport. Shown this creativity. Coming up after this, we are going to be touring to France, and that's where the 2nd stop on this World Tour is going to be. If anybody's confused right now where we're going up to the top of the platform because Jürgen is going to do a sofa.
I mean, we're only 2 weeks away from France. Like, we kick this thing off and we're going to keep it running. So be sure to tune in and follow the tour all the way through. Watch the teams battle it out and see who gets crowned at the end of this tour.
Yeah. So this is a necessity. After every Døds event, if you win, you have to do a sofa from the 10 meters.
What's a sofa? Take us through.
A sofa is where you basically land on your butt, other known as an ass blaster. It hurts. It's not the most fun to do, but it is a crowd pleaser. Look at this. Look how he kicks his feet out right at the end. And like we were talking about, the next stop on this World Tour is in 2 weeks in Millau, France, and I think we're going to have quite a unique turnout. It is our first time being in France.
And that's it. With a well-deserved sofa, Jürgen takes home the 1st place spot at our first stop here in Arendal. This has been legendary, but it's not over. Catch us in France. Start over? With a well-deserved sofa, Jürgen takes 1st place here in Arendal, but it's not over. In just a couple weeks, catch us again in France. There's more comps coming, and it's gonna be just as hectic as this one. I can't believe how amazing this was. The city is incredible. I'm stoked to be here. My name's Wes, by the way. I'll be along every part of the tour, giving you the inside scoop with all the athletes. And genuinely, as a Døds fan, I can't believe how amazing this was. Standing here on the tower, the city, the sponsors, the athletes, most importantly. It's incredible. Thank you to the crew for making all this possible. And thank you for watching the live stream. It's cool. This is pretty cool, right? I think this is pretty cool. I want to jump now. Can I jump? Can I jump? Can I jump? I think I want to jump. Okay.
Am I allowed to? Yeah, you have to take your...
Wild flipper. He's really good.
If not, you don't have to. If you need to skip, it's not a big deal.
All right, so what's the scoop on Wesley? Is he a Dudster? Because he's frothing right now to jump off the
Wesley knows how to. Wesley knows how to do duds. He's a really talented flipper, parkour athlete. He's very well known in the space. I don't know. He knows what he's doing in the air, and if I know one thing about him, he loves Dødsing. He thinks it is the coolest stuff, the coolest thing he can do, and I really hope he jumps right now. That's gonna be awesome. Just a great way to like cap the whole thing.
I know he was
looks like he's getting ready.
He had to take all his electronics out of his pockets and the lights and all the things. It's kind of anticlimactic for him. He's like, I just want to run off.
I think that was so insane. I want to jump.
It looks like it was totally improv. He's like, you know what? Can I do a Døds right now? Can I do it?
I love this right now.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it.
Come on, Wesley. You got this.
Am I good to go?
12 meters. Here we go.
So steezy, dude. So sick. He knows what he's doing.
Awesome.
What a great way to cap the event, you know?
Oh, we even get to
we even get a replay.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. I love that.
So sick, Wes.
Thank you, Wesley.
Thanks for that. That made me happy.
That would have scored high in the classics.
I think that would have actually scored pretty high. All right, so...
All right, here's our team leaderboard. We've got Team Firi at the top with 109 points. Team Pepsi Lemon following close behind points. Team 00, 76. Team Vorroy, 60 points. Team Sino, 45. BWH Hotels, Team Sigvi, and Team Pro Food. This is our first round. This is our first year doing the team thing, and we're kicking things off strong. Pretty impressive to see how this all shook out.
All right, so we're gonna head over to the team podiums and just kind of check out how our teams did and get a little insight on that.
I doubt we're gonna get a reporter because he doesn't have any of his electronics with us. So we'll do our best to tell the story.
You know what? You're right. Wes is probably soaking wet right now. So there we go. In third place, we have Team 00, Calm and Trolls. Probably gonna make a big name for themselves this season. I'm excited to see what they throw down. Next up, we have Team Pepsi Lemon, Johnny Nyberg, Jürgen up there. And last but not least, we have Team Firi with Robin and Jakob. Jakob got second in this event. Congratulations to them. Putting numbers up for their team.
Their team energy really stood out to me. I don't know if it was the matching denim bands or what, but you know.
Yeah, you know, the matching denim. Maybe it's the matching denim. Maybe that's what you need.
All right, we're gonna get in on the action. That was the teams. This is the podium. This has been insane. I got to jump. This is awesome. Hey, we'll see you in a couple weeks. It's going down all year. World Tour. Døds Diving League. Be here for it. Set your calendars. Don't forget it. Nice, nice. And I like the flag representing Team Firi. Boys, you're veterans of the sport. I'm excited to see how far you guys go.
Golden boys. This is for you, Alpha. Fly high.
Awesome. These guys are some of the best. And they just proved it today. We already knew it, but they proved it today. I love this sport so much. I love these guys. It's incredible. Gentlemen, team Pepsi Lemon, how does it feel? I know that Jorgen isn't supposed to be your teammate for the whole tour. Pacoma's supposed to be here, but pretty good stand-in, don't you think?
I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty glad that Jorgen decided to be my teammate this competition. He did the best dodds I've ever seen in my life. So, yeah.
Does that mean anything coming from this guy?
It means a lot, there's no other person I would like to share these points with than Johnny.
You're the man.
Awesome.
Hey, real talk, I've watched Jorgen since I remember like the first clip I ever saw of you at the 7.5 meter that you trained at. This guy's come such a long way. He's one of my favorite dodgers. It's been an honor to jump with him today.
Awesome. You guys rock. Congratulations again on both #1 individual and coming in the team placement. I know you want to prove a lot more in the next few comps, but we're going to the U.S. We're going to your backyard.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Sweet.
I think you did a very good job, yeah. You did a good job. You just have planned a bit forward. I was really rough at the start.
All right, I'm here with our overall team winners, Team Firi, Jakob, and Robin. How do you guys feel?
Sure, we feel super good.
Amazing.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. Hey, you guys had some incredible jumps, and I know you are going to keep throwing it down at every stop along the tour, right?
Yes, sir.
Always.
And you guys got those incredible giant jackets that you've been wearing everywhere. I want one of those.
Super hot.
Yeah, as I said to Firi, it's like, if I'm going to be for you, I need something to keep me hot. And it held me so warm. It was perfect.
Nice. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, so you guys had some incredible jumps. What about your style think puts you on to the next round?
I don't know.
Let's do between, what was your, I'll say, do you like freestyle rounds or classic rounds more?
Okay.
Or just something really quick. Yeah. So you guys performed really well, but what do you prefer, the freestyle or the classic rounds?
I think we both have to say freestyle.
Yeah, freestyle all the way.
Well, hey, you guys got some style in that freestyle. Plus, you got some incredible trophies. Can I see one of these? You're going to let me hold it? Nice. All right, guys, that's all I need from you. Anyways, I'm sure we'll see more of Team Firi coming very soon.